Hello everyone, welcome back to Form of Therapy. This is the Culture Study. I'm the channel's video producer and your host. You can call me PD. And today we are checking out Villain by PIXY. This is their latest comeback, and I gotta say I'm pretty excited for this because I'm going into this as a fan of PIXY's music. So, I had already started to like PIXY from their debut, and every comeback they were steadily improving, but it was really the last comeback that won me over. Not just the title track Addicted, which was already fantastic, but I'm talking about everything they did, that entire album, the B-sides, that Bewitched music video. It was fabulous. I loved everything about their previous comeback, and so I'm very excited going into this. So this is going to be my first comeback watching as a PIXY fan. And that's all thanks to you guys. You guys really kind of pushed me to check out more from PIXY. I think if it wasn't for you guys, I would have never even seen the Bewitched music video, and that really sent me over. So thank you very much. And I'm also aware that Ella is on a hiatus. She won't be participating in this comeback, so I'm aware of that, so no need to let me know in the comments. We hope her a good recovery. But before we get into today's video, real quick, let's do some housekeeping, everyone. If you enjoy our content, well, we can't monetize our YouTube videos, so Patreon is actually the best way to support our channel monetarily. What is Patreon? Well, it's our website where we actually react to bonus things like, one, listening parties. You can check out our listening party that we did for PIXY's last album. But we also have bonus reactions to variety content, both idol variety content and non-idol variety content. We check out K-dramas, survival shows, anime. So if you want to check all that out with us, come join us over at patreon.com/formatherapy. Of course, you don't have to support us monetarily if you don't want to. If you want to support us for free, just hit the like button down below or go ahead and subscribe down below. All right, let's get into this. This is Villain by PIXY, and this is your Form of Therapy. Ooh.
PIXY has been reborn.
Ooh.
PIXY has
I'm already a big fan of the vibe of the music video.
dropped that fuck that in the life I used to have as
Whoa.
baby. I just lost my memory in the new life into the pitch black universe. I got pitch and mirror.
Whoa.
Who's the limit? I can watch it like the gun is paradox. She's calling me. Time to wake up. Don't forget me. I'm still right here with you.
Wow.
흔들리게 낯설은들 익숙한 내게 더 come closer. Thought that in the life I used to have, 'cause baby I just lost my memory in the new life. Take a look inside.
Villain.
Drop that fire in the life I used to have as baby. I just lost my memory in the new. Take a look inside.
Villain.
내가 비밀한 뒤끝을 멈춘 시절까지 Who's the limit? 내게 묻지 like the gun is paradox.
Villain.
기꺼이 악당이 돼 계속 걸어가 깊이 날이 더 끌어내 Don't give a if what you say 네가 뭘 걸어도 난 날 완성해 던져줘버린 주사위 You better than 너를 주셔 I'm gonna hurt you는 한 입에 삼켜 너를 바로 잡을 생 또 너 부숴버릴 sinner Can I promise Clock is ticking 내게 잡혀 발버둥 치는
I really like Tajong's parts. Sorry, hold on, let me turn this up. I really like this pre-chorus with Tajong and Sua.
Villain.
Ooh. Oh, the choreography is so strange.
Villain.
Ooh. A lot of like angular movements. Ooh.
Killing you now, don't make a sound. 끊었다 벗겨낸 날 묻던 chain 가짜 웃음 지웠다 지워 이제 네가 가득한 나를 킬러 holiday
villain,
Oh my god. Oh, there's a little more. Hold on. Interesting. I wonder if they shot that portion, that post section, because Ella's on a hiatus, but they're still representing her in the video in some way. Okay, wow, that was incredible. I was not expecting that level of how good that was. I think what's surprising me about Villain is it sounds way less like a title track that I feel like they would do, and it sounds like something that would be a B-side, or honestly even on the previous album. If you listen to I can't remember the title of the album because it's long, it's like Temptation of the Fairy Forest or something like that. This song aesthetically fits the vibe of that previous album. In fact, there's a song, there's a much more dance-driven song on that album that I think this plays kind of a little bit off of. This one has a little bit more style, and it's a little bit stranger and a little bit weirder. They definitely punched it up to kind of feel more like a title track, and I want to talk about it because I thought everyone was fabulous. Maybe it's because I'm going into this now as a fan, and I'm enjoying this as a fan, but I loved everything about Villain. Not only were they doing a villain concept, they were doing it in a very chic way. It felt like it was a mix of like a Disney villain, but also a rated R Disney villain. Like you saw people like getting shot in the head. You straight up saw some graphic imagery. That's very strange. Just because there was a time in K-pop where they had to censor shooting, they had to like censor bullet wounds in music videos in K-pop, and now we've just got like a quirky dance music video here, and people are just getting capped in the head left and right. But there's so much I like about this. I want to talk about it. Let's go ahead and watch this again. Yeah. By the way, actually, real quick, on the level of the way this is shot, I have some mixed feelings about this because, one, this is shot incredibly well, but this is shot honestly more like a movie rather than it's shot like a music video. That's not necessarily a problem. It really depends on what you sort of, I guess, want from it. I do have sort of my own interpretation as to why they shot it like this. I kind of have to watch the music video a little bit more to see if my interpretation is perhaps maybe right, but let's go ahead and continue. But I just want to say off the bat, it is shot extremely well. But it does look very different from Addicted, and that's because it's shot a little bit more like it's meant to be film. It's more natural lighting. If you look at all the light coming in, it's light coming in from the windows.
Drop that fuck that into life I used to have as baby. I just lost my memory in the new life. Into that pitch black universe. I got bitch and mirror on my check.
Oh god, I love these opening verses. They're so incredible.
She's calling me.
Ooh.
Time to wake up. Don't forget me.
It's also so
I'm still right here.
so trippy.
Come closer. In the life I used to have, but baby, I just lost my memory in the new life. Take a look inside.
villain,
Drop that fire in the
Interesting. Okay, hold on. So the lyrics actually. Hold on. I wanna listen to this part again. I meant to stop earlier, but I just got so sucked in. I think Lola has my favorite part. This part. Oh my god, this section is incredible. These lyrics are actually really insane. Okay. Oh my god. The lyrics are fucking great too. It's basically they're singing about like this inner villain, this other version of themselves that's sort of like a siren call. You know, they hear it calling. They're basically whispering in their ears like, wake up your inner bad bitch. Or in this case, you know, they can't title the song Bad Bitch. So, or in this case, wake up your inner villain, right? That's why, like, especially like those weird horn sounds you hear in the chorus, I feel like that's what gives it an almost childish villain sort of vibes, in the sense that like it sounds a little closer to like something you would hear from a Disney villain, or like something from like Lazy Town or something like that, just based on that sound. But the imagery is like way more graphic, right? So I love this. Thus far, but I love I love what this song is about. I suddenly have this strange and familiar feeling. Interesting. So they're just talking about how, like, they just forgot how to be a good person, because they just lost any memory they had of their old life while being a villain. You know, they enjoy this too much. I love the concept of this song. It's so incredibly well done. So basically, it's like their inner villain killing the good part of themselves.
Villain.
Ooh.
Villain.
Ooh. Love like the impact moments. They're really well done.
Villain.
This is such an interesting section. I actually meant Forrest Hepyar for her position, but also just in general for this music video, the visuals. They don't really let her do her usual rapping, like her more flowy lyrical rapping towards the end of the song. They save it towards the end of the song when there's like this very big groove outro. Here they give her more of like a whisper rap sort of thing, which is kind of cool. But I also like what we're seeing visually. What she's saying is like, basically now at the point of the second verse, she's saying, I'd be happy to be a villain. Now she's embracing it. If the first verse was like the siren call, in the chorus, they accepted that call and they have now gone full on villain. And I love oh my God, just hold on real quick. I was going to comment on something else, but I love the handcuff earrings. Very subtle touch, but I love it. But I love this whole segment right here. This whole paparazzi section. Like, you know, I think you can interpret this how you will, whether or not they're saying like, you know, villains are celebrities in the media or whatever, or that, you know, the paparazzi at large is obsessed with controversy and loves people who are bad. Or maybe this is like a stylized interpretation of she's a villain, right? So like whether she does you know, realistic bad bitch things, like, you know, things that you would do in your everyday life, or, you know, you try to take over the world, go a little bit more grandiose, whatever it is, you would get like press coverage, right? So then imagine like, yeah, you're a villain, so everyone's tracking your movements, everyone's like covering you in the news, but it's almost like she's saying, I love the attention. I love the attention. See, so that's what I also love about this song and this concept, is that it works in multiple ways. Is this the paparazzi? Is this the news media outlet? Is this Dispatch? Whoever it is. Like, the fact that it can be left up to interpretation in several different ways, I think makes this even more fantastic. But I mean, in general, I also, what I really like is I love the confidence, the sheer smugness they have in front of the cameras, especially during those paparazzi sections. I think it really feeds into that very Cruella de Vil type of villain sort of vibe, a villain who loves being a villain. That's what I think they're also doing a really great job of. Like, they revel in the fact that they're villains.
I'm gonna hurt you 한 입에 삼켜 너를 바로잡을 생 또 너 부숴버릴 sinner. Can I promise? Clock is ticking. 내게 잡혀 발버둥치는 너 recognize me. 알잖아 이제 네가 말해봐. Who am I?
Villain.
Killing you now, don't make a sound.
There we go. Now we're getting like her rapping. I love that. Damn. Wrote PIXY's name in blood. I love how they love the attention. I love the confidence. It has a very almost circus-like feeling to it. I kind of dig that. Okay, so one thing I wanted to check out one time that I thought was really cool in this music video. Oh, interesting. So they do this. Wow. Okay. Wow. So visually, this is so interesting. So something I noticed is this opening scene, especially. I talked about how this looks like it's shot like a movie, right? What that means is mainly because they're trying to play off of natural lighting. Like, there are these windows here, and natural lighting does not necessarily mean it's actually natural light. It's whether you want to make it look like natural light or not. And so that's what I mean by natural light. But if you notice, their faces are not properly lit, right? They're wearing like these helmets and it's black, but that's not the only reason. If you jump forward into their choreography here, do you see right here? If you look at Tajong's face, you can barely see her face, right? It's dark and dimly lit, right? But then take a look at, okay, I didn't literally mean to then jump to her again, but that's great timing. Look at her here now, right? Well lit, you can see her. Looks like a typical stylized K-pop music video, right? Bright and poppy. So what's really cool here is I think the way the team went about this, because this type of lighting motivation is in this set, it's never done ever again. It's never done ever again once they hit the chorus. Once they get to this section. So after that, they never ever bring back this lighting ever again. Oh, well, until like this teaser thing, but it's also not even the same type. But anyways, so I feel like what they did here visually, and I want to I guess, pass this off to the audience and see what you guys think of the interpretation. During this section, what are they singing about? So this is the first verse. The first verse is when, or even the pre-chorus, like the pre-chorus is right here. The pre-chorus is right here, right? What I find to be interesting is that they are not brightly lit in that same way that I was talking about in all the other scenes. For this set, again, it's shot more like a movie, more natural lighting. They have a big bright spotlight. But then once you hit the chorus, when they say they've dropped that old life of theirs, look at all of a sudden, one, they add like a sort of like a blooming effect on the very first shot of Dia right here. Like that very first shot. The next shot, the wide shot doesn't really have it. It does a little, but it's a little toned down. But here it's a little bit more. You can see the soft halation. See like how the lighting looks really soft and nice. It makes it look beautiful. They visually represented all of a sudden when they accepted their villain identity and destiny. That's when the music becomes bright. That's when the music starts to pop a little bit more. You can see in this, notice they added more lights. It's still dim. It's still dimly lit, but they added a little bit, a few more lights. And then they also added this spotlight. Do you see? Remember how we talked about the lighting from the outside, the window right here, how it's giving motivated lighting to make it seem like, oh, it's being lit by outdoor lights. Now they put like a spotlight, but it's oscillating like this, and that's shining in through the window now, occasionally to give it that extra edge. And then once we get past this scene, we are now in full-blown K-pop mode. Now we're in full-blown K-pop mode. That is really cool. The fact that is like very, very understated directing stuff that I'm a very big fan of. You don't see it too much in music videos, but I'm not surprised that PIXY's music video had this, just because I said this last time. PIXY, I get this weird vibe from both their video team and their music team that they care about these girls and believe in them. And this video team, I'm not surprised that that's what they did. Given how much work they've already put in, like even coming up with that idea, like I said, it just shows a great amount of care. And so I think this music video is very well done. I will say it's not my favorite. That's not necessarily a bad thing, because they do the stereotypical shooting in an industrial area with like, you know, dirt and whatever. Mind you, I don't think it's necessarily actually a budget issue. I actually think they did this because, well, it looks badass. It suits the villain look, right? But I think just on an aesthetic level, I do like the Addicted music video more. But on a level of like gauging emotion from me, I love this music video. I'm gonna give this music video a solid 10 out of 10. It's very, very well made. I think it's conceptually really fun, and I think it translates really well throughout the rest of the song. So I'm gonna pass the question off to you guys now. All right, what do you guys think of PIXY's Villain? What do you guys think of this song, of this music video? I'm definitely curious as to wonder, what would this song sound like with Ella in it? But right now, oh my God, it was amazing. I think honestly, everyone kind of killed it for me. Like everyone had like a moment. Like Lola had her moment. I loved Tajong's moments and Sua's moments. I thought Tajong and Sua really shined during those pre-choruses. And Dia, I mean, she did her thing, right? She just knocked it out of the park as usual. And I love the way Sepyeol was used too, for the introductory whisper rap. And then like she gets that like bridge ending rap as well. So I think everyone kind of just nailed it here. So 10 out of 10 song for me. But I'm going to ask you guys, like I said, what do you guys think about Villain? How does this stack up compared to their previous releases? As I've been saying, I think PIXY literally gets better and better. Their music gets better and better. Their concepts get better and better every comeback. They did it last time. They nailed it this time. I can't wait to see what they have in store for us. So, guys, let me know in the comments below what you guys thought. Guys, thank you for tuning in. That's going to be it for me and my reaction and review to PIXY's Villain. Would love to know your thoughts in the comments down below. Once again, if you'd like to support the channel, you can visit our Patreon. We react to bonus things like listening parties and also K-dramas, survival shows, both idol and non-idol variety content, and more. So if you want to check that out, visit our Patreon, but you don't have to support us monetarily if you don't want to. Simply hit the like button down below. Make sure to subscribe over here. Hit that notification bell. Check out our other videos over here, and we'll see you next time. Bye, guys. Have a wonderful day.